thought they were too creative.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm very happy to be joined by no one else than Viswanathan Anand. Vishy, congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks.
And we'd love to hear some of your thoughts on your game. So let's get going. You played with the white pieces against Fabiano, someone that you have quite experience against already at this point, I'm assuming.
Sure. Well, certainly we've played a few times. Funnily enough, I think it's the first time somebody plays Qc2 against him. Even though he's been playing this bishop d6 system for quite some time now. As always, I entered all this with some trepidation because you know that he has some novelty out here, some idea. I just didn't know what, and I'm kind of going down a theoretical line, basically telling him, okay, show me. So, but you know, I checked what I could, and but still he found something that I had either missed or I couldn't remember that I had prepared. And I mean, I spent a good, 40-50 minutes by this point, but I just couldn't make knight g6, h6, fe4, sorry, fg6, fe4, queen h4 work. And the other problem is after knight g6, fg6, c5, he plays bishop h2, king h2, queen h4, king g1, knight g3.
We can put that on the board. We tried to look at this. We didn't actually look at c5, but fe, queen h4 definitely seemed too dangerous to us as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to think that you're getting a perpetual, but then suddenly black makes one intermezzo and you're not sure if it's a draw anymore. So I thought it's insane to enter this because I can make, if I'm correct, it's a draw, but if I made one wrong move, I just can resign on the spot. So so c5, but then bishop h2, king h2, queen h4, king g1, knight g3, bishop b2, and if he just keeps repeating with queen h4, it's a draw. But suddenly he has, and he can go back to h4, and I think I'll go back to g1. But suddenly he has knight e6, knight f4, and there is just no draw. So
it's very dangerous.
So this meant that I had to play. Now I had to play c. No, what do? We refresh, right?
Refresh, and then just move it back.
So we went for this, and now this I was happy with actually, because once I saw that I have bishop b2. I realized he's got a problem with his knights, and I was not that unhappy. So the thing is, I have to play bishop b2 first, because if I start with the knight d2, he can play bishop d3, queen d3, f5.
And he gets the blockading position.
Yeah, and he puts the knight in e6, and he's absolutely fine. So I have to play bishop b2 so that f6, ef6, he has to shatter his pawn structure. I was considering bishop d3, queen d3, b6 here.
Okay, so completely different approach than the game.
Yeah.
b6.
So I finally decided I'll go cb6, ab6, knight d2.
Hoping to get 4, I guess.
Yes, and if now if he can play knight e6. G, of course. f4, and I thought he could even try g6.
Wow.
Well, so the point is he's got a huge plan, which is c5, d4, and then connected pass pawns, plus my bishop is getting shut out. So let's say I play f5, gf5, rook f5. I don't know exactly where this is heading. I mean, maybe some queen h4 works, or king g7. That looks uglier, to be honest. Maybe queen h4 works. I wasn't completely sure, so I have to start checking all these things.
Right, sorry, let me just go back there.
I don't know, but clearly black has to take some big risk and has to make some strategically risky decisions, because knight d2, f4, f5 is a very big threat.
Right, yeah.
He decided that the position was so extreme it called for this, knight d5. I was a bit surprised, but then I realized that I'm not getting exactly what I want. I mean, after bishop d3, I'm not sure if I can go rook f4.
We didn't even see that move. Rook to f4.
Because if bishop takes b1, then I go rook takes d4, knight d5, rook e1. It's not much of a pawn, but it's a pawn.
Right. Yeah.
But maybe he can play queen takes g5.
Over here?
Yeah, first of all, queen g5, I wasn't sure where this was heading. I mean, if I go rook takes d4, I don't know, something strong. Bishop, maybe.
Yeah,
well, it's not, maybe rook a d8 works. but I have rook d6, and this was messy, but he has bishop e4. I mean, it's, I don't know, maybe I have bishop c1 in the end of this. No, there's a pawn on e5. So, no, I'm happy I didn't go for this, but because it didn't feel right. So I have to play what we did. So move 20...
over here.
Yeah, and the problem is I couldn't see a better thing than what I got. So knight, queen d3 takes, queen g5, knight d2, queen e5. I even thought just to play knight c4 here.
To give the h2 pawn?
Yeah, but I get my trumps as well now. So I get...
Okay, you get your knight on d6 basically,
yeah,
right?
and then I get queen d4, either queen f6 or queen h6 or f6. And then knight d6. And this is, I think, worth the investment. Maybe I should have done this because... clearly black's not going to win the game because of his extra pawn.
No.
But having a knight on d6 does improve my prospects a lot. I hesitated and I mean, suddenly when I look at this position, I wonder why I didn't do this. But,
yeah, this looks actually very nice as
I
well.
probably should have gone for this. So...
yeah, because in the game, I had a very hard time really evaluating this. I don't know how you felt around this point.
I reconciled that it was just about equal.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I tried queen c4 check, hoping he might play queen f7, because then I take, and then I go knight d2. And get then my knight on d6. Okay, it's a bit naive as well, but then if he does this, I try to reroute my bishop.
Yeah, I really like this maneuver because we were playing without bishop c1, bishop f4, and I actually kept getting in trouble with white just because the bishop's so misplaced.
Yes, this pawn on f6 is like granite for the bishop, so it needs to get out. Having said that, he just miscalculated here. He could go queen f5, threatening rook e4. I go bishop d6, and he plays rook e3 and doubles. I think it's... I mean, I'm fine. I will go king g1, h3, maybe rook a2, f2. King h2. My king is, the point is with the bishop on d6, even if he takes on f3, it's not such a big attack.
Right.
Because I'm controlling g3 and taking away all sorts of key squares. But
yeah, it's a very strong defensive piece.
Yeah, but I think black is doing quite okay.
Yeah, that's actually what surprised me. I really thought that he was going to try and find some sort of way to double up on the e-file rather than what he did, where he basically tried to do it by opening up the queen side, right?
Yes.
I didn't see... a5 to me was a surprising move.
Well, you know what? I didn't like bishop d6 a4 because I thought somewhere some rook e3 b3 can sit and can be annoying.
Yeah.
And I was seriously considering ba5, rook a5, bishop d6 just to avoid that, and so that I'll have some queen b4 chances right away.
Right.
Then I convinced myself that bishop d6, a4, I have b5, and that I'm okay.
Yeah.
But when he played, I think ab4 is just astonishing because this is what I dreamed of with the rook on a5, and here I'm getting it for free. And now I think it's just a huge advantage because if I play h3, king g1, I think I'm 100% safe here.
Yeah, that's what we realized.
Yeah.
So your king is really not...
And this bishop on d6 just takes away so many key squares that it's great. And in the meantime, if I take on b7, even minor piece, I mean the two minor pieces against the rook is very unpleasant because the c6 pawn is indefensible.
It's weak. Yeah.
So he said that he just miscalculated that I played queen b7. He felt something should be there. In fact, what he missed was rook a3, queen d1, king f2, queen c2, king g3, queen g6, king h4, queen h5. Sorry, king h3.
Yeah, king h3, and it's not a perpetual, right?
Yeah, queen h5, knight h4, g5, and simply queen b4. And it's over.
Okay, I see.
And
everything's covered.
Over. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make a perpetual like that work, and I got into these lines.
I'm not 100% sure that g3 doesn't work, but no, g3, g4, and queen d5 is going to think. But of course, just queen b4 and it's over.
Yeah.
He just blundered, and then after this, he played h6, whereupon I even got to come back. I think you'll have to refresh.
Yeah,
again.
I'll refresh.
We lost
He played
h6, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and now I gotten king g1. So this is the first thing. Now.
Here you get the.
Yeah, and then h3 is very nice. I take away g4.
Yeah.
He can't really go rook e2. So he went rook c4.
Yeah,
now queen b2.
Yeah, I really liked your move. Rook
and
a2.
Rook a2 is very nice.
Yeah, I didn't miss this one too. After this, it seems like he just doesn't have any chance.
In fact, what I realized is that the second rank is more dangerous than the first. And there is one other move though. I could play queen d2 here.
Yeah, we were looking at queen d2 and then moving
so
the
queen
queens.
takes d2. No, I thought that is just lost. But queen d2, rook, now rook c2 is, I thought, a bit annoying. Knight f3.
Oh, sorry, we did look at this. Yeah.
Rook e2. But then I'm winning with knight e1.
Oh, wow.
Rook a2. Takes.
Yeah,
takes. And knight d3.
Yeah, you get to b4. Huh?
And I get to b4 and he cannot defend c6. So I thought this was winning as well. But then rook a2 struck me as just even stronger, and I felt this would finish much faster.
Yeah, it's also aesthetically very pleasing move because everything coordinates suddenly.
And in fact, the first rank, checking on the first rank is useless to him. So, I mean, there are lines where it gets dangerous, but it involves quite a lot of effort. A4, maybe a tad relaxed, because I originally wanted to play bishop e5, then I saw rook e6, so I decided to go queen b7. Well, rook d2 is not necessary, of course. I mean, I can play queen f7, and it's just as bad.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know why I didn't play queen f7.
Well, I mean, you did get to make a very cute last move, I think, because of it, right? Rook to d6.
To be honest, I had not seen queen c4.
Okay.
I just thought he would resign here.
Okay.
And then he came up with queen c4, and for a minute I was annoyed. Not really annoyed, because I understand, for instance, have bishop g7 check, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's a cute tactic, actually.
Bishop g7?
Bishop g7.
Rook g7.
No, I don't have this. Excuse me. Rook d8 check. King h7, and now knight g5 check, and all his rooks are pinned. But he takes this rook. Yeah, he takes queen c4 and rook g2 is mate.
Oh
so I cannot do
that
this.
That would be quite the turnaround.
yeah. So, no, but I have even queen e7 and rook d6 should be winning.
Yeah, and hereafter. But
you know, of course, if you have rook no, queen e7, he has rook d5. No, actually, it seems that I have to maybe queen f5 is winning or something. But you know, of course, we have rook d6. Yeah. But then, so I'll admit that I saw rook d6 only after he played queen c4. But it's not very difficult.
Yeah.
And it's a pity there are no beauty prizes, because rook d6 might actually.
No, I thought this was really nice. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Vishy. This is how many times have you been in Baikanze now? I heard at the opening ceremony, but I lost track.
I think this is 18.
18th time.
Could be one or two less, but I think it's 18. So.
Right. Well, you're in a really great spot to win for the 7th time. Is that correct? 6th
well, there's a lot of tournament left, but I'm not complaining about +2.
Yeah, +2 is
very
great.
nice, and to beat Fabiano, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Vishy, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, and hope to see a lot more great chess by you this tournament.
Yeah.
And best of luck in the future rounds.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. See you.